really excited about the invitation and really looking forward to talking with you about our students and about what I think is most important for our students. And those of you who know me will know that I'm going to focus on their thinking skills, the ability to think critically. That little funny guy is me thinking, in case you were wondering. And I really have to start with special thanks to really a lifetime of collaborators, co-authors, and most particularly everything that I have learned from all of my marvelous students. Well, who are our students? Who are the millennials? Those of you who have tried typing out the word knows that none of the word processing packages accepted as a real word. I have to tell them that yes, it is added to your dictionary. They're the children of either late baby boomers or the older Gen Xers. They spend about 6.5 hours a day on various media. Now, even though we are the most well-connected group of students we've ever had, there's certainly considerable diversity in their experiences, and we certainly cannot assume when they show up on campus that they're going to have good computer skills, even though a vast majority of them run circles around me. They're still have to remember that that's not going to be true of everybody. They are a large portion of the U.S. population, the largest portion that there's ever been for young people, and they are more diverse, and diverse in every way. Diverse in terms of socioeconomic status, country of birth, race, ethnicity. So we're really talking about a diverse group of people that really share a common socio-historical time. They're also the best educated group of people ever in the history, probably of the world. They had more years of education. So this is really an incredible group. Here's a joke that they won't get. The door-to-door Wikipedia salesman. I don't know if you are my age in teaching, and I wonder why so many of my jokes fall short. I mean, this might as well be a dinosaur. They have no idea what a door-to-door encyclopedia salesman might even be. Let's start thinking about their lives. What's life like for them? What do they need to know in a world where knowledge is just accumulating at an absolutely unprecedented rate? Where we know that they're going to have jobs that we can't even think about. A colleague of mine told me that his son just got a job after college. He's a blogger. There weren't no blogger jobs even a few years ago. Where a college degree is a requirement for 90% of the fastest growing jobs, it is a requirement, it is the passport to the middle class. So that we have students who maybe a generation ago were wondering should they finish high school, now know that they need a college degree. And they face a world of problems, major problems, racism, poverty, terrorism, a long list of problems. What kind of education should we be crafting for them? This is a cartoon, I don't know how well you show up, but the baby is born with a cell phone attached to its ear. Those of you who walk around college campuses, it does appear that everyone has wires coming out of their ears. I was walking down the street the other day and I saw a really cute toddler talking to it what I thought was an imaginary friend. And I thought, oh, isn't that adorable? I wish I had a video for the developmental class. But you guessed it, when he got closer, he was on a cell phone. When we ask students about themselves, let me give you a quote in their own words, how they describe themselves. And this quote, I want to stay current. This is from today's issue of the Chronicle of Higher Education. And a student explained her generation this way. It is imperative that someone studying this generation realize that we have the world at our fingertips. And the world has always been at our fingertips. I think this access to information seriously undermines the generation's view of authority, especially traditional scholastic authority. Used to be, you said something in class and students would write it down. Now they're just as likely to Google it and tell you you're wrong. And in fact, what they can Google and find almost anything on the internet. So what, in fact, they need to know is certainly the credibility of information, how to make those kinds of judgments. That's going to be critical. In the same article, the conclusion was, by the author, we must respect our though their thinking skills may be underdeveloped. And I thought that this is a reference for it. So that was a very good point, because certainly they come in with all sorts of ideas, but it doesn't mean that those ideas are well developed. Well, in their own